How you doing, everybody? My name is Alan Townsend or Joseph A. Townsend. I am a cosplayer. I actually do a Old Republic Jedi. I actually teach lightsaber martial arts, and I
Oh,
actually
cool.
do a demo and everything. I also am the founder and president of a local group called the 757 Geek Fandoms, and also in good partnership with Daniel and Tyler Cosplayers. A few of my members are over there, a few of his members are over mine. So I think we have a really great relationship. I've actually been to Daniel's house and got to know his family and everything. And I tell you, hands down, Daniel is probably one of the best cosplayers I've ever met. I mean, he has got if you've ever had a chance to go to his house and do one of his meetings, you will actually see what I call a cosplayer's dream house as far as being able to put something together, workshop and everything. I could only dream of having something like that myself. But uh, yeah, I actually have done a little bit more than Jedi. I've actually done Shaggy from Scooby Doo, kind of
Ruh-roh.
a bigger version. And then I've also done kind of a generic type of, I think it was like a kickboxer slash Ryu type thing. It was for a Halloween thing, so done that. But uh, I guess I guess my endeavor is to learn from other people and probably not to be scared to make mistakes, and that's what irritates me the most. Is my time is valuable, so I don't like to make a mistake in a cosplay that would really cost me some time and everything. That's my pet peeve. How about you, Daniel?
I don't like making mistakes, but I've figured it out. It takes a lot of mistakes to get something that I'm happy with. And by the time I'm happy with it, I've got pieces laying all over the place and my trash can's full. And I don't want to show people that kind of stuff because it's like, oops, row, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, guy.
It's no fun to do that.
Right, right.
Um, yeah, I love having you over.
Oh yeah.
Um,
I meant to ask you, have you ever have you? Well, I know we're still in the COVID situation, but have you thought about when you were going to start your quarterly meetings again?
uh, well, the restrictions in Virginia have lightened up. I think it's 25 people outside. So if I open up the garage door, I mean, that's
It
kind
may,
of outside.
yeah, that's true.
Um, so yeah, soon. I want to do it soon.
Okay, yeah, that would be great.
And Logan wants to come over. He wants to work on some weapons.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know how many other people are interested. So Cheryl's immune system is not too great still. And I've gotten the first COVID shot. I'll get the second COVID shot here in a week or so.
Yeah, I've had my first. I have my second on May
I'm getting
1st.
mine pretty soon. I think this week.
Yeah.
I'm in
So,
Florida. I won't make it. Sorry.
oh, yeah. Yeah, you got that sunny weather down there.
Right.
You guys
Wait.
don't even have to wear masks.
Yeah, it's not a good thing.
Ah.
So, Flora, how about you? You like, or what do you do with mistakes?
I learned from them. Oh my gosh, I learned from them. I start out generally by going to estate sales and things and getting a whole bunch of sheets to make mock-ups now, so I don't make as many mistakes. But I actually made a really nasty mistake last night on a Flack Fest, and I'm just livid because I'm supposed to deliver it to this guy and by the end of the week. And here it is Friday.
Oh, tell everybody what you do.
Oh, I'm a maker. I'm a leathersmith, a fibersmith, a costumer. I kind of do a little bit of everything. People say, "Hey, what do you make?" Yes, I make it. Well, what don't you make? I don't knit. That's as far as I know. And I also am boycotting, and I've been overruled on the Boba Fett cowl neck shirt. I still have to make it. I'm not happy. So, but I'm one of the makers for boot covers for the whole new Boba Fett from the Mandalorian series, and I just kind of make stuff.
And mistakes?
Oh, mistake. Okay, so mistake. Here's a mistake. This is a Boba Fett flack, and this armhole is so big that there's no way that I can put a sleeve in there. So I took the time to really focus on the epaulets and figured out how to finally make them nice and smooth, which I don't know why I didn't figure out before. I guess I was so worried about the end product that it just worked. Sometimes I take mistakes and I'll take them up the armory and offer them to some of the new guys so they have something that's passable until they can get something nicer.
Yeah, if I can do that again.
Sometimes I use them to teach other people.
What,
So
what did I do?
I didn't touch it. It wasn't my
Oh.
fault this time. Next time it's my fault.
Oh, he's over here whispering something and I don't know what I did.
Well, she's sitting right behind me, so I didn't want her to do her portrait while we're trying to do this.
Oh, no, I'm not cutting anymore.
So you guys want to do rock, paper, scissors between the Owens?
No, I'm through cutting. I've just got to weed this out to see how it's going to look.
So Daniel, I have a question for you then, bud, to our distinguished guest. So I was actually looking into a new cosplay. I'm not gonna actually say what it is,
Oh,
but because I know some of y'all make your own stuff and you make it from scratch, how do you feel about basically you're putting it together, but you're actually buying it from other sources? For example, I know people like your other guest was saying that she makes leather works and stuff like that. So I've actually bought certain props for my Jedi outfit because I like supporting, other cosplayers that actually do that. But I guess my question to everybody is how would they feel if you bought an actual costume and certain props from actually a company that makes it? I'm not going to tell you the cosplay because I don't want to let that out of the bag, but I kind of wanted to see what everybody thought about that.
I'm lazy. If it intimidates me and I can buy it from somebody else, I'm going to buy it.
Okay.
and you're not talking about Amazon, right?
No.
No. I think Amazon has a delivery feature that I might be able to use since I have Amazon Prime, but the company pretty much has everything I need and in my size, and I really don't have to do a lot of shopping and everything. It's kind of like a one-stop shop. Yes, it may be a little bit costly, but I'll have everything that I need. I don't have to, wait 1 month for this, 2 weeks for this, 3 weeks for that. I can actually have it all in one shot.
Now I'm really interested in what you're going to be doing.
Okay, so I'm all for buying it because I'm not that creative. I mean, yeah, Dan's insanely creative and he can do all that. Me, no. If I can get it off of the shelf and work it into what I want to do, fine with me.
Well, Miss Cheryl, I gotta say it's so nice to hear your voice, even though you are my meanness to. But I do hope that you're doing well. My wife and I were wondering how you've been doing.
Okay, it's crazy. It's been a very crazy time right now. So I'm making it through.
Well, we're thinking about you. We're praying for you. So just let you know your thoughts are with us.
Thank you.
Now back to Daniel.
I know. Well, yeah, I mean, because he makes the stuff, he makes stuff. The stuff that I want, I like it to be a certain way. It's just easier for me to buy it and cheaper because I don't do a whole bunch of different things. I'd rather pick out what I want to do. If I'm going to, like, he's like, oh yeah, you could do this and the other thing. And I'm like, nah, I don't really want to. I want to do this. And usually I'm the one that's kind of like the runner, so to speak. And I'm always running and doing this and the other thing and making sure everybody else has everything together. So it's easier for me just to have something simple. And I'm fine with that. And I know everybody with getting insanely creative and everything, they get their pictures taken and all. I prefer not to get my picture taken. So I'm good.
She's gonna be a Mandalorian next. That way she can have a helmet.
Nope. No.
Well, we can understand you, Daniel, but you're not your beautiful wife. She don't need a mask.
Oh.
Maybe you do.
I personally, I don't have a problem getting stuff from other places. Like if somebody has something and I can afford it, like some of the armor I don't know how to make yet, I'm thrilled to buy it. I just don't have the money most of the time. But where my daughter comes in, she's really into anime and she does things like Inuyasha and Bubblegum Crisis and stuff that's just completely out of my purview. If she finds it, I'll buy it for her, and I'm not offended in any way because it comes from everywhere. So.
And so,
It's
like,
so called, it takes a village.
and see,
This is
like,
one of those things.
we've got a cosplay photo shoot coming up at the end of May, and I'm working on a Togruta Jedi for Audra, and I'm working on her headpiece right now, and was going for more of an elegant looking dress. And a friend of ours that's in our little cosplay group, she sews dresses and stuff like that. But if we had the time frame, I would have got her to do it. But we actually found a dress, off Amazon for $40. We could hardly buy the material for that, for what we was shooting for. And then later on, we plan on doing an upgrade of actually making a dress for it. But just for this, we're going for, okay, this is the look, and we can use as a pattern for the next one. So yeah, I don't, most of the stuff I usually make, whether it's 3D printing something or working with leather, working with Centra, sewing, I usually do all that stuff. But for such a short crunch, we decided to just buy it, and for $40 we couldn't beat it. So
Would you say, guys, Chuck?
Yeah.
I would say, and I said this in the beginning, and I don't mean to sound like a wimp on it, because my costume was basically put together from another costume. She was actually upgrading it, and she's kind of like a lot of y'all. She's very good at sewing. She does a lot of leather work and everything. And so I actually, besides my lightsaber, my tunic and a few other things, she handmade everything. My question is it, I don't know how to sew. I don't know how to cut leather or anything like that. I mean, I guess as a cosplayer, where do you start? I mean, you have to find your niche, or, because I don't want to buy everything. I would like to be like you guys or Daniel, be able to make my stuff out of nothing. Because I give you an example. Me and Tidewater Cosplayers, we were at a local convention, and he put together a Master's Chief costume. And he said he did it in like over a certain amount of time, and it was just put together so quickly, but yet it was so damn good. It looks so good. And I guess I'm trying to find my niche. Was there something that you did that you just kind of did this? And did pretty good with it, found something new? I mean, how do you find your niche?
Well, with the Mandalorian stuff, I'm on my third Mandalorian costume, and I couldn't. I wanted to build the helmet, and with Chuck's help here, he was able to help me get the right files and size them up the right way. Like he has this headpiece, virtual headpiece that you can put on the computer, and you can size your helmet before making a mistake and building the helmet too big or too small, and size it up before you print it.
Oh, I'm so
And-
tired of getting my head measured.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, and finding the help. I mean, there's so many people that are willing to help you in the cosplay world. And that's what I love about this is the generosity of people. I mean, we really like to help people. And the niche, I think I've really kind of found it with the Mandalorian stuff. I can't think of another cosplay that I'd like to do. I just want to upgrade and upgrade and upgrade the Mandalorian, and get it. There's an approval process for the Mandalorian mercs, and they're Disney, they're sponsored kind of with Disney.
Right.
So I want to get involved with them and get approved like Chuck is. And getting like I'm kind of in the club, but not really right now. So
Well,
once
is Firestorm, is it Firestorm
yeah,
that's still in the local group here?
right. And we've
'Cause,
got about 10, 15 members in Firestorm here.
Okay, because I knew a handful of them, and then I knew a handful of them had left the area, and then I heard that Firestorm had kind of almost nearly shut down,
Mm-hmm.
and then all of a sudden they picked back up because I saw them at a couple of conventions right before COVID hit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's good to hear. I'm really glad to hear that they're still
Oh, my thing is
still
me.
active.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm trying to, my camera's not lined up right, but Chuck and Audra, this is what it's not, I don't know. Oh, you know what? It's coming out of the
armor.
my case is broken. Sorry.
Oh
so
no.
It's fine. So this is the armor that Alan was talking about for Master Chief. This is what he did. Sorry, the cat's climbing in it. But, see, he literally. But that's just the armor plate, and he made that out of what, foam?
Yeah,
And
that's foam.
Okay, I can't really. I put it on top of the washer, but I can't move it because the cat's inside there now. So okay.
Which we can't use in the Mandalorian mercs. We can't use foam. So I'm in a whole new learning process with the Centra and the 3D printing. How about you, Logan?
What's up?
How about
I
you?
just
What
fixed
about
it.
me?
Buying or making?
I prefer buying because I am horrible at making cosplays. I prefer buying it like on Amazon or like the Deadpool one I bought was from, I think it's called Cosplay Sim or something. They're like a Chinese company, so I bought it off of them, and my mom loved it. And I really can't make a costume unlike others. I mean, others that do that, they do a good job, but for me, I just prefer buying, even though it is a waste of money. I just think it's much easier, and it gives me the opportunity to like really like maybe do something with it. Like maybe I could do some, I mean, sometimes I will like kind of put pieces like sometimes I will kind of make it, some other times I'll just buy it, but I just prefer buying more than just making it. But sometimes I will make it. It all depends though. So
But then it's not a waste of money. If you can
Not
do
a
all
waste
those
of
Yeah.
things with
anything
it,
you
it's not a
enjoy
waste
is not a waste of money.
what about you, Dan? Do you
Um,
prefer make
since doing the 3D printing thing and getting Chuck's help with that,
Hey, so what?
I I I'm enjoying making stuff from scratch. And I always have.
Get Alex's. I'm
It's
sorry, it's rudeness. Get Alex's noise canceling headphones. I'm sorry, they're fixing to get the forge going out in the garage, and the boys need earmuffs or headphones or something.
Mm.
Boys and fire.
I was
mean-
gonna say, Flair, whatever your name is, the one that's making something on the table. Sorry, I can't get your name right.
Blair.
What is it?
Blair.
Flair? I was right. Okay. Right. Okay, I was right. What are you making?
I am making the Boba Fett sash, the front and back for the Mandalorian TV series.
Oh, nice. I was gonna say I'm really looking forward I'm really looking forward to the Boba Fett show. I think it's gonna be great.
It's gonna be awesome. They're gonna change all the rules, and I'm gonna have to redo all of my patterns.
Mm.
Happy challenge though.
It's almost the end of April. Amazing up.
But I already clicked the order button and I can't.
So we know Flores answer. She likes making stuff.
You said to put in the fridge for
Even made my helmet out of leather.
This is amazing.
That looks awesome.
I can't do
they
stuff
won't
like
allow it.
I
Added that
It-
line.
some teas.
I can't do stuff like that. If I had the help, then maybe.
Yeah.
But like I can't make stuff like that.
Yes.
But
Okay, that's all right.
I know.
Yes.
I was just like, oh, I'll get 2 copies and I forgot.
So I gotta ask this. This reminds me of friends of ours. So Chuck, are you sitting across from your wife?
Oh, she's right behind me.
Okay.
We have a 31 by 12 wooden building that we've got our 3D printers, our sewing, our vinyl cutting, paint
Okay.
booth, all this other stuff is in. And it just so happens that where I set our laptops up is hers is right directly behind where I'm sitting. So
Oh, okay. The reason why I said this is because a good friend of mine, she works for the delivery company that brings us our stuff. Well, she does jewelry, and half of her room is all of her stuff and everything, and that's her part. But
Yep.
behind her is her husband's stuff. He does like you, 3D printing, foam stuff and everything, and does a lot of like sticker making and everything. And he's on the other side. So
Yeah.
their one room is kind of like, basically half of their house. So when they're doing nothing, that's where they're at, and she was telling me about it. So one day she sent me a bunch of pictures and everything. And she's like, excuse the mess, but this is my section, which was everything everywhere.
Mhm.
And then her husband's section was so neat, so organized. I was like, oh my gosh, there's a difference there, girl.
But-
And she's actually made some custom stuff for me and my wife. But when I saw y'all two,
Yeah.
it made me think about them so much. I had to ask.
Yeah, that's the way it usually is. A very OCD tidy person is married to a very messy person. And I'm everywhere. I just spread out everything everywhere, and everything has a place. I can't function like that.
Well, are y'all two local?
Oh.
No, we're in just east of Birmingham, Alabama.
Oh wow. Okay. How'd you find Daniel?
We was on there's a the Mamba group.
Uh-huh.
Met him through that.
You met him
Okay.
through, tell the truth, you met him through text message hell.
No.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
text
most of the
messages
other
that never
people are
stop.
on the West Coast or west of us, and so we get messages later on than what we do since we're central, and I guess y'all are eastern,
Mhm.
Yeah.
where they are. So yeah, I have to turn off notifications.
I just turn my volume down.
So what is it? 6:30 at night, y'all's way?
7:30 for us.
Okay, so you're an hour behind us.
Mine is ours is 8:33.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay, because I have in another group that I'm with. Uh, every time we have a meeting, we have to do it at 9:30 our time here in on Eastern, and so they can get about 7:30. So
Yeah.
they're two. I think they're Mountain Time, if I'm not mistaken. And they're like 2 hours behind us. So so now y'all okay. Okay, I see y'all are an hour behind us. That's all right. But I was thinking about looking into a start of a 3D printer because I do a lot. Well, when the conventions were around, I did a lightsaber demonstration or a lightsaber
I'm taking
type of school for kids and everything, and had a big following.
Right.
But I wanted to give the kids something like a maybe a small lightsaber or something like that,
Right.
just to say thank you for coming out. And somebody was telling me that a 3D printer would probably be doable for something like that.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah, I've got files for all kinds of different lightsabers. So for Halloween, I did for our, I guess he's our middle son, did a Kylo Ren helmet and did a 3D print of Kylo's lightsaber, without the blade, but it was just a lightsaber itself.
so a question for you then.
Mhm.
And I don't want to take too much
Yeah.
of anybody's time,
Right.
but if I wanted it to be like the size of a keychain or
Mhm.
something like that, is that doable?
Yeah, they're usually you can scale stuff up or down, to an extent,
Okay.
so yeah. So yes,
And,
it is doable.
and then what I mean, is there a basic printer that would be good for that for someone starting out?
Ender 3.
Yeah, yeah.
What was that again?
Ender 3.
A Creality Ender 3 printer. They're
Okay.
relatively inexpensive. That's actually one of the ones that I've got set up. I looked up and bought it for $35. No, $40.
$40. How?
Yeah, yeah.
Is that the one we got at Fred's?
Yeah, there was a store that was going out of business and somebody returned it, and there was a $40 sticker on it, and I got it, and I spent $35 in parts, and so I got a a decent printer for $75. So
How much do we
Okay.
pay for ours? Sure.
More than that.
yeah,
How much?
I don't know. It was like 200 and something,
260?
maybe.
Ah.
But you didn't get it off of
We got the-
a going out of business store, and it was broken.
Yeah, we got
Well,
we
I
got a
think
pro.
when we got it, it had like some of the connectors had been cut off, and he
Oh,
just
Oh.
replaced them.
Okay.
I mean, he just replaced 3 or 4 connectors.
Hmm.
So we've got 4 printers that are going just about 90% of the time.
Oh wow. I have a customer of mine. He is a big cosplayer as well, but he has this. I don't know how to explain it, but I'll tell you what I know. It's a 3D printer. It also engraves. It cuts into wood. You can draw stuff into wood. Anyways, it's kind of like a little bit of everything.
Like
And he
glove
just printed a Mandalorian helmet. The problem is that it fit his son
Mm.
versus it fit him. And then I asked him, I said, hey man, can you print me out a Millennium Falcon? So he found a file for it. Come to find out it has to come in a half. Half of it has to be printed and then the other half has to be printed and then it's glued together. But
Mhm.
I don't know if y'all have ever heard of anything like that before, but he said he loves it. So I haven't heard from him in a while, so I don't know if he's still been printing anything, but he's been doing a lot with that, and sound like all y'all have one. I'm jealous. Now I need one. Hey, can I get me a printer?
Hint, 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 hint. The stimulus money, use that.
That's supposed to pay bills.
Well,
Right. Just kidding.
yeah, well, they do want you to spend that.
That's
That's all I've heard. We didn't get it, so we won't discuss all that. That's a whole nother topic.
Chuck
So
got
anyway,
me for Christmas. He asked what I wanted. I wanted a glow forge. I can't afford $5,000 for a glow forge. So he got us this thing that it burns leather, wood, engraves, all kind of really cool stuff. He did this for me last night because I'm a huge Dominic Pace fan, and we chat back and forth, and I love his little
oh wow.
little character for the Mandalorian, and
Oh wow.
that's burned into leather with his little machine he got to play with.
Oh wow.
That's
And you
nice.
said Chuck, and you said
Yeah.
your husband Chuck did that for you?
Mhm.
Nice
Yeah,
job.
It was about 45 minutes last night while we were just sitting here chatting.
oh, cool.
Wow. That's awesome. That's some good work.
Yeah, it'll take just about any black and white JPEG and engrave it on leather, wood, plastic, metal, just whatever.
Oh, you don't need a ping? It's a JPEG?
Yeah, for the laser engraver, it's JPEGs.
Wow.
It'll
That's
do wood engraving. If you change it out with change the head out, it'll actually do 3D shapes engraved in wood. It's a G code for that. I did a test piece, but I haven't actually tried it yet because I need a vacuum system for all those
Yeah.
pieces of wood, and it's right next to my 3D printer. So I
Yeah.
don't need a bunch of wood shavings in my 3D printers.
Yeah, he's printed with wood too.
Yeah, you can get wood infused PLA and 3D print. That's what I did for my rifle. For my
Behind you, right?
Mando. Huh?
The one behind you?
Yes. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And the blasters that I did for Audra for her Mando, the grips on them are also done with the wood infused PLA. And
Yeah.
you can stain it just like you would regular wood. You just have to leave it on a little bit longer.
Wow.
So who's the bigger Star Wars fan? I see your Mando on your hat.
Oh
So
yeah.
who's and I look like I see a Darth Vader. I look like in front of you, Chuck, but
Yeah.
behind Audrey.
Yeah, that's one of those stand-up pieces of cardboard. It's got a picture of it.
Oh, okay.
We got it at a not a thrift store, but like a bargain place, and it's been moved around, and finally it wound up
In front of the
window.
window.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I've been a fan since '77. So
Oh wow.
So how old are you?
55. I'll be 56 in June.
Okay, you're 6 years older than I am. I just turned 50.
Yeah, me too. February.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yes.
When in February?
21st.
21st.
Mhm.
Okay. My mom is the 20th and I'm the 19th.
Cool.
So we're very close in age.
And we just
That's
turned
all-
51.
Yeah, well,
Who?
you're gonna be 52 soon.
Oh, don't remind me.
Oh, hey, you know what? We can turn our numbers around. I can be 5 again.
There you go.
I don't want to go back.
I would like to go back in a younger body.
If I could go back and know what I know now,
Yeah.
maybe.
Okay, okay, I give you that. Because I just had a hip replacement, so
Mm.
that was fun, and I know now that my body can't do what it used to do. So now I'm kind of got to slow down a little bit more, you know. But
Oh, wow. I'm sorry to hear
Yeah.
that.
no, it's fine. It actually probably during the times, Daniel, when we were with the Taiwan Alliance, the very last bit of the Taiwan Alliance, I noticed that my right hip then was starting to bother me, and then over a course of a year and everything, right before COVID hit, that I had to do something about it because I was getting to the point where I couldn't walk.
Mm.
And so finally I got the hip replacement. And I'm gonna tell everybody, if you got something going on with your hip, it will affect how you feel and everything. I don't even have to take medication right now for any type of normal pain. You know, it was actually radiating from my hip throughout the body. So
Mm.
every morning I took arthritis medicine just so I could function. And
Mm.
now for the last 6 months, unless I get a headache or maybe a stomach ache or whatever, that's the only time I take any pain medicine. But other than that, I don't take none at all. So I feel kind of blessed for that. So
All right.
that
Yeah.
hip was really tearing me up.
Now, last year I had a C-spine fusion
Uh-huh.
because I forgot I was old and I fell off a slide.
Mm.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mm.
You learn lessons.
Hey, we can't help it if our mind feels like we're 18 and our body is 50.
Not.
Yeah, not.
Yeah,
It's just not.
I came off a 12-foot slide and landed right on my rear.
Mm.
Oh,
And it ruptured, landed on my rear, ruptured a disc in my neck.
Mm.
ouch.
Nice.
Ouch.
Ouch. Yeah.
Yes.
What'd you say, Fleur?
I said, I'm over here dying laughing with a mouthful of pins.
Oh, no.
no.
Okay.
but-
So,
Careful with that.
But then we did a Rickwood's cavern tour, and it's a very big cavern that we have locally.
oh wow.
And when you go to leave the cavern, you have to climb, what is it, 212 steps?
Yeah, at least.
212 steps straight up after I had bruised my tailbone and ruptured a disc in my neck.
Mm.
Well,
It
we
was
didn't know that
fun.
was, we didn't know that's what happened. Just a
No, we didn't
bummer.
know at the time.
Oh,
That was
no.
later, but it was so much fun to climb out of that cave.
Oh,
Mm.
I bet it was. Yeah. Woo.
Darn it. I had a question for y'all and I forgot it.
Oh no.
It's old, I know, old man disease. Trying to remember what it was. Oh, it was on
Well-
point too.
Well, to back up for a little bit,
Oh, yeah.
just talking about the costumes, buying them.
Yeah.
When we first started going to, I don't know if I've talked about it before, but Dragon Con is a huge sci-fi
Oh yeah.
in Atlanta. We've been going there 8 years, something like that. But after going there and seeing stuff, me and my son decided to buy some costumes. So we bought a Jedi costume and a Sith costume from Cosplay Sky, and we've modified them since then. But we got the basic costume there, and just using that to work off of. And this past year, we went to this expo called So Magical in Orlando, and one of their classes that they had is a Jedi robe class, where you purchase a kit, you get a pattern and material, and you make your own your own Jedi robe. So I've got that. So the class this year, one of the classes is a Jedi tunic. So we're going to get the patterns and stuff so we can make our own,
Oh,
own
yeah.
stuff. So,
Speaking of Dragon Con, is it
Yes.
still going on this year?
so far, our tickets rolled over from last year to we said, okay, we don't want a refund, just roll it over. And so, we're paid up for this year. So hopefully it'll happen.
Yeah, I know. Up here we know there's a lot of people that go there,
Yeah.
and it's kind of funny because sometimes my thing on Labor Day weekend is, of course, checking Facebook, watching everybody, seeing the people that I know online. Actually, some of the people that have their own shows, I actually see them interviewing some of my friends. So it's kind of like being there, but not. But
Right.
I heard it's a blast.
Oh, it is.
I heard it's a blast.
Yeah. They have anything you can think of. There's authors, you can sit in on panels, just walk around, people watch, which that's what I like to do. But that's what we did personally for first couple 3 years, is just sit there, people watch, look at their costumes, see how they did stuff, and say, hey, that's a good idea, I could do that, kind of thing. So that's kind of jump started doing our cosplay and stuff that we're doing. So
That's awesome. That's really is awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know if Daniel has said this, and I don't mean to be stepping on his toes if I'm too early to saying it, but right before COVID hit, Tidewater cosplayers were actually planning their own convention at a local library, and we were in partnership of trying to help them out with it and everything. So I really do hope that within the next year or two, that really comes to see. But it would be awesome to have y'all come up and see that.
Yeah.
And
Well, all of my relatives, they live in Pulaski and Roanoke and all Withville, all that on the western side of Virginia. So
okay, that's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, my brother and sister-in-law, they're in Virginia, just outside of DC. He's a civilian contractor at the Pentagon.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah, my
So
mom
y'all
grew
are
up in the
more
mountains of
local?
Virginia. So
Oh, okay.
Y'all are more local than I think.
yeah,
See that we made you local.
Yeah.
See how that works?
Yeah.
Are they doing fantasy? Alan, I'm sorry, Alan, are they doing Fantasy as a virtual thing, or?
I need to get in touch with them. Matter of fact, I got an email from them that Fantasy is actually going to be outside this year.
Oh,
And-
okay.
And they are taking applications and everything.
Okay.
Because normally we're in partnership with them, but the problem is I don't know if I want to stand out and 90-degree heat with no tent or anything outside. It's bad enough inside. So
Right.
we're thinking as a club to see if they want us to do any virtual panels like we did last year. If not, we may forego
Okay.
Fantasy this year just because of it's I'm pretty sure all of us can agree, especially if we've been in costume before. Being outside in 100-degree weather is not fun.
No,
Oh,
yeah, right,
man.
exactly.
And doing it
I know
all day.
I know somebody with a TARDIS.
Really?
Yeah.
I heard he was a nice guy.
Yeah.
I wonder if it has air conditioning in the TARDIS.
It has a swimming pool.
That's okay. One of my costumes that I bought, I could get away with it because it's a sleeveless dress. So
TARDIS.
Oh yeah.
the TARDIS dress, I can wear that in the summertime. That's like my summertime wear because I'm still wearing something, but yet I'm not too hot. It does have lace and floofy stuff, so it is a little bit, but I can make do. That's in July, correct?
It's either late June or early July.
Okay. Okay.
But Daniel, I don't mean to monopolize everybody's time, but so a good friend of mine that's also in the
You're the
Rebel
guest
Legion.
speaker.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's my show. I'm gonna do it what
Yeah.
I want. No, I'm just kidding. But this is something I wanted to ask everybody because y'all have actually been educating me throughout the whole time we've been talking. So um, my question is so a friend of mine, he is with the Rebel Legion, but he is a very, very big Lego fan. So he goes out and buys these Lego kits and everything. He's got cities, he's got spaceships and everything. But one of the things that I heard that he does when he sits down to do even his cosplaying is he'll turn on Star Wars or Star Trek or listen to some type of music of some sort. I didn't know if any of your guests kind of do the same thing.
I do. I just bought a DVD player for my old TV for the garage so I could watch Star Wars while working on my Mandalorian kit.
Okay, so kind of like being at work and having the radio on, having something to listen to. I didn't know
Yep.
if some of your other guests does the same thing.
We're set up to where we could. I just haven't yet.
Ah.
I'm usually thinking about a dozen different things at one time, and Audra and I have different tastes in music, so
And following me around going, what did you say? Because I'm talking to myself.
Oh,
It
that's
really
fun.
depends on what I'm working on, what I'm doing. So
Yeah, I put headphones on because nobody else in the house wants to hear the stuff that I listen to. I know it, so I put headphones on so I don't make anybody listen to music that they don't want to, unless I ask Alexa to play a song, and then I make everybody listen to that.
I like your music.
Yeah, but some people don't. Sometimes, but I sing to it, so I guess you're actually hearing it at the same time, so it doesn't matter.
But nobody can hear your music. You're just singing.
Hey, Cheryl, does
Yes.
it sound anything like cats and dogs?
I don't know.
Or does cats have a little bit more harmony than you?
I don't know because that would have to, other people would have to answer that question. Not
Okay,
me. It
Daniel.
probably sounds like a dying cat, I'm sure.
Daniel, be very, very, very cautious on what you say right now because you're there with her and I'm not.
Yes.
So it sounds like a dying cat. That's what you're saying?
No, that's not what I was saying. I was agreeing with them to be
Oh,
careful
okay.
what I say.
Oh.
Now I'm in trouble.
I tried telling you. I
was agreeing with you.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Go in the house.
Oh, wait, I have bunny ears. Hold on a second. Look, I have bunny ears.
2 sets.
Yeah, I got a couple sets of bunny ears back there.
Spiders.
Oh, now I got spiders in my hair.
Yeah, see all my Hot Wheels?
Yeah, those are right there.
Okay.
That's a whole bunch of Hot Wheels. See them all? Back there, I get up and show you, but I'm not getting up because it's not a Hot Wheels show. It's a cosplay show. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oops. I'm sorry. I have to use the old remote to keep my iPad straight. Does not work. Broken case.
Okay, Alan, do you have an idea of who you want to pick for next week?
Oh, wow. Do I need it to be here in the group or?
Yeah. No, somebody that you know.
Okay. I could ask around. I may have somebody in mind. I may have somebody in mind. He's very, very talented. He's big into Star Wars and everything, but he's doing some other things that I thought was really cool. He was telling me about. He has a internet show that he does every Sunday, and I may see if he'd be willing to jump in and be your guest speaker. And I
Yeah.
would love to hear from him.
That'd
He's
be awesome.
Yeah, I definitely do that. And this was really, really fun. I thoroughly enjoyed myself, especially learning from all y'all as far as your arts and crafts, because it is something that I've always really wanted to learn how to do. I mean, I myself, I took art for like 3 or 4 years in high school, have done a little bit of stuff with cardboard and everything, but to really get into it like you guys have, I'll be honest with you, I have been scared to make mistakes because I guess it's the niche of I don't want to waste my time when I really want it to be right. So yeah, I've kind of given me a little bit more understanding on where to go with it. So if anything, even though I've been the speaker, I've actually learned a lot from you guys. So I really do appreciate you inviting me.
I really appreciate you being here.
Absolutely.
'Cause you are an awesome cosplayer. I mean, he makes a really good Jedi. His Jedi is just amazing.
Yeah, it's funny. I get people. A quick story. I was at right before COVID. I think it was when one of the movies came out. I was with the Rebel Legion and the 501st, and I was in costume. It was during December, and it was a group of nothing but military families that were a special to see. I think it was The Last Jedi, if I'm not mistaken. And Santa Claus could have been in the middle of the theater, but instead of all of us Star Wars characters came running in there, these kids swarmed us like flies on honey. And I was kind of nervous because I had kids running up trying to give me a hug and everything, and I I didn't know how to react. And I never felt so much love from so many kids and everything. It was really, really interesting. And to walk in parades and to have your lightsaber on, and you see your elders looking at you, shaking their head up and down or applauding you and everything, and you're like, I'm just a Star Wars character, guys. I'm nobody important. So being an Old Republic Jedi and doing what I've done, and my costume has probably seen everything from a wedding to a funeral. It's been extraordinary. And to be able to eventually learn how to do more with cosplaying and to learn some of the arts and crafts that you guys have done is definitely more of an endeavor for me because I think there's a much more that can be done. Daniel does something that I really like. It's I think you call it your morale boosters.
Yeah,
where
morale
you're-
booster going out in your cosplay.
Yeah, I have really really enjoyed some of those because
Florida does
obviously
too.
obviously in this type of realm of things and during how everything's been, I think it was really really cool. I thoroughly have enjoyed that as well.
And your
We need some-
Jedi Academy with the kids, that is
Yeah.
awesome. He does at cons. He does a Jedi Academy and with pool noodles for the kids.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's awesome.
Teaches them how to lightsaber.
yeah.
My
I've
brother
heard
used to
that.
do full contact sword play, saber play
Oh
in
yeah.
Arizona, but then he moved.
Yeah, I think in Minnesota is the headquarters for the Saber Legion, which is what I'm also a part of, and they do full contact and everything. But no, guys, I thoroughly enjoyed myself. I really appreciate it. And Daniel,
Yeah.
I'll certainly get in touch with my friend to see if he'd be interested in being a guest speaker and
Oh yeah.
and I should be able to be a part of that. I just apologize if I was a little late because I actually teach on Friday and Saturday. So when you said 8 o'clock, I meant to actually get to you sooner and let you know I was going to be running a little late, but I only have one student, and I told him I was like, "Look, man, I got to leave early. We got to go."
Well, we
So,
really appreciate you being here. That's awesome. I
Definitely.
I should have the recording up tonight.
okay, cool. That'd be great. But that's it. That's all I have for everybody tonight, guys. So I hope everybody has a great weekend and everything, and look forward to chatting with y'all again.
Yeah,
Yep, thanks for coming, Alan.
You're welcome,
Yeah.
darling. You
Yeah,
take
thanks.
care of yourself.
And
I
thanks,
am.
thanks Chuck, Audra,
Yeah.
and Fleur.
Y'all have a great evening.
Hi.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Hey, Cheryl.
Yeah,
Nessie wanted to say hello to you.
hi.
Here, hold on a minute. Go ahead.
Hopefully you're doing really well. It's good to see.
Yeah, I'm doing okay. I'm making it. I'm
Hey,
making it.
at least you still got a full head of hair, honey.
Yeah, well, yeah, I should be able to keep it.
So what exactly did they say was